Kim, for those of you guys that have been on here for a second, coming to us from Arizona. I would like to be there right now, not gonna lie. I am tired of living in a snow globe. I feel like somebody keeps shaking it. Oh my gosh. Kim is a wealth of knowledge. She has a background in exercise science. She is a certified health coach through the Dr. Sears Lean program. She is a former teacher. She taught preschool, kindergarten, and phys ed. And as I said, born in Arizona and lived there her whole life. I don't blame her. Why would you leave? And she has two crazy, busy, super athletic boys that play multiple high-level sports. So we're pretty excited she was able to squeeze us in tonight and jump on the call here. And she is the master of events, especially balls. I think she put ball parties into a thing. So she's going to share tonight some amazing events and ideas and how to run them successfully, because as you guys all know, events are the key to success in this business. So Kim, take it away.
Awesome. Thanks so much. I'm so honored and blessed to be asked to speak tonight on our team calls. If you guys would have asked me 6 years ago when I was brand new in the business if I would speak on a team call, let alone get up on stage at a regional, I would have went running the other way. The answer would have been a resounding no. So over the last 6 years, I am so beyond blessed with the personal development that I've gained and the confidence as well. So let me see if I can screen share. I don't have that option. Let's see. Well, if I can't screen share, then I'll just talk to you and not show you slides. Okay, we'll just go off my notes here. So, like Melissa said, I am a very busy mom. So I have two boys, they're 10 and 12, and they do play multiple high-level sports year-round. And luckily, we have great weather here in Arizona that allows for that. So like Melissa said, I love to visit other places, but I probably wouldn't choose to live anyplace else. And so events have been the backbone of our business. We do a lot of events, a lot of events. And especially when we have new people coming on, and then when we're really pushing for a next promotion, we're having a lot of events. And so I'm just looking here at my notes so I don't miss anything for you guys. So on top of being a busy mom and a military wife, my husband serves in the Army, being a health coach, and just being a mom on a mission, I am surrounded by lots of different communities. And so being an Army wife, that's a whole separate community. I have my church community. I have my Bible study community. I'm part of a Lobella group. It's a bunch of women warriors, and then definitely all of our different sports communities. And so being a sports mom lends itself to a pretty unique group of passionate, crazy women that sit on sidelines for hours and weekends at a time. And you get to know these other women because you're in the trenches, you're doing life with them. And so both of my boys play on baseball teams, football teams, basketball, track. We are in Boy Scouts, Lego League. So it sounds crazy, and it is, but I get to be a part of all of those communities and meet all the different moms and dads within those communities. And so I make it a point at practice, at games, to have conversations with these people. And so my madness, it turns into it's my business. It sparks me. I love people, and I love being surrounded by people. And so being able to have all these different communities just means more people I get to talk to. And so I am intentional with being curious about them and finding out about what they're up to, what their hobbies are. And most of the people that I run with are in the same situation as I am, meaning we live busy lives, we have active kids, we're involved in a lot of things. And so what I found in talking to all of my different communities is we all have the same desire. We want to connect with other people. We want to belong. We want to feel included. We want to be heard, be relatable. Everybody wants somebody to relate to what they're going through, good or bad, right? We all want a purpose. We all have a purpose. We want to live that out. We want to be a part of something that comes back to that community. And we share a bond because our life, our kids are in these different stages. And even though we live in a digital world and a fast-paced world and everything is online and at our fingertips, everybody still desires human connection. So having these conversations within my different communities, I find that these desires are the same. And so as a community, our Infinite Life Tribe, we've found a solution to all of these desires. We bring the fun. We offer friendships, encouragement, a place for them to belong. We give them connection. We're full of positivity. We are health focused. We like to do physical fitness activities. We have a lot of fun, and that means a lot of laughs, and we are a community. So we are very inviting, very hospitable, and we welcome everyone. And so our Infinite Life community puts on events. We put on in-home events, public events. We'll do one-on-one lunches, coffee dates. We'll do the corporate events. Friday night, we have Dr. David Phillips coming to Phoenix. So that's a corporate sponsored event. Saturday, we have a Super Saturday training with the Cottons. And then Sunday, Nikki Shepard is actually doing a ball party. And so we are bringing the fun this weekend. There's vendor trade shows that our team does. And then we actually love non-Juice Plus, Juice Plus events. And what that means is we go hiking, we do yoga, we have like wine and wellness. We do a lot of events that bring community together in a not Juice Plus way. So like Nicole Scott says, leave the Juice Plus out of it? So we have very focused events that leave the Juice Plus out of it. We have connection calls, our 3-way calls. We do a ton of Zoom events. Our team right now is offering 5 Zoom events every week. It's the same time, it's the same number, and our team is growing. We're duplicating by these events. New people come on, they know exactly what to do to plug their people into it. We only have to teach them how to invite, and they jump on and they get the full Monty. They get everything. Just by teaching a few key skills of inviting. And we have Facebook events. So we're not doing Facebook events as much, but we have a Shred group, and we offer events in that Shred group online, like we're playing the Dr. David Phillips recording in that. So that's an event. Okay, let's move on here. I wish you guys could see my slides. I have pictures of amazing balls that I'm showing. Okay, so our events, I mean, anything can be an event, you guys. We've done Taste of the Shred, and we have all of our distributors bring different recipes out of the cookbook or their favorite shred recipes, and we set those out. We have Boss Babe events. It's like a dinner party. It's fun. It's story sharing. It's all women. We love our Boss Babe events. Design a Life event and an Infinite Life event. Those are fun. Those are co-ed, usually around wine. We have those in a public venue. We've been doing them in a wine bar, which has been a lot of fun. And we have nice little food appies set out, and it's story sharing. We do Tower Garden events. Play dates can be events. If you don't have kids, use someone else's kids, swim in smoothies. I mean, anytime somebody comes to my house, anytime we have a play date, who wants smoothies? I mean, if you didn't want smoothies, you are drinking a smoothie anyway. I find a reason to make smoothies for everyone. And I always have balls in the freezer. So if you come over, it's more than likely I'm going to pull my cold balls out till they get nice and room temperature, and I'm going to feed you my delicious balls because that's just how we roll over here. Meal prep. Meal prep is huge. We have a schedule, and our team offers an Infinite Life event once a month. We offer a movement event once a month. And our movement event can be like our non-Juice Plus, Juice Plus event. And we typically offer 2 meal preps a month. And we try to schedule 1 meal prep that Sunday right before our shred starts. So we are very thoughtful in how we're laying out our events. And our biggest, besides our ball party, our next biggest party that we get the most attraction to are our bootable parties. And so right now, with it being, I know everyone in Canada is going to laugh at me, but with it being a little bit colder, we've found that the roasted veggies, the grilled veggies in our bootables are more appetizing than salads. So our meal prep is very big. Wine. I mean, I don't know an event that we don't serve wine at. Even at the Taste of the Shred, we are still serving wine. It's just a nice community builder. People are more relaxed. It's more social. We are not like in your face. This is very, community building, for lack of better words. It's very, just relationship. It's conversational. Like I said, we do yoga, stand-up paddleboarding. We have coffee dates. We've done hiking. We actually have another hiking event coming up here next Saturday. And then lunchbox makeovers is another big fun one that we do. We try to do that one strategically around like when school is starting and in like September. So that's a big one. Everyone's trying to think of what do I put in my lunchbox getting ready to go back to school. So our wine events, like I said, you can call your wine event anything you want. We've had rosé and relax. We've had yoga and wine and wellness, tone, stretch, and sip. There's this new thing that I'm going to go check out tomorrow so that I can turn it into an event. It's the meditation like quartz bowl. I don't know if that's like hit Canada, but it's like the new thing here. And so I'm like, I need to go find somebody that knows how to do this meditation quartz so that I can host, be like, we're going to recruit the person to do an event for us. So that's why I'm going tomorrow and to get my meditation on. So let's see, what else do I have here? Tower Gardens. So we've been having quarterly Tim and Troy shows online. It's on Zoom. And it's awesome because they go back and forth and answer questions. Alita has been putting those on. If you guys want information, I can plug you into them. They have like the year laid out. You can do plant and play. You can make it like a gardening where the kids come and plant seeds. We do salad and sangria and smoothies and salad. So if you don't have a tower garden, I highly suggest getting one. They are a huge conversation piece when anybody comes over. And I love to keep mine looking like a jungle because I invite people over to pick the produce to take with them. So that's an event. So today I had my neighbor come over and I was like, oh my gosh, you need to help me out. There's so much, we can't eat it all. Would you please come take a bowl? And she's like, yeah. And I picked her tomatoes and peppers and mint and cilantro and onion and parsley. And she's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I'm like, yes, it is. So I had a mini event today in my backyard. So like Jay Martin says, find a buddy. So this buddy can be upline, downline, sideline. It's somebody that you can share the duties of having an event with. Just putting on an event is not the hard part. Anybody can create an event on Facebook. You can invite to it. You can make a flyer, but you have to get the people there, and you have to be able to execute the event. So while being social, have somebody that's welcoming, somebody that's making smoothies. And so these job tasks of putting on an event, it's awesome to do with Sidelines. You can share having the events at different houses. And so our calendar of events, we rotate. Nikki, Rhonda, and I all live in the East Valley, and we are rotating who is creating the flyer, who's creating the Facebook event, who's hosting at their home. And so having buddies kind of takes the load off a little bit. You can swap houses. You have fun, and it just brings more brainstorming and the energy. And then you have that accountability partner. You're like, oh, we're putting on an event. Okay, I got to get my SHIT together. So you want to have a plan. My two buddies are Rhonda and Nikki, and we have Zoomed a few times at the beginning of the year and made a plan. And we all have it written down. I love different colored pens and markers. I have highlighters. You look at my calendar and it's colorful. I need to have different colors so that I know if it's a Juice Plus event, if it's a school event, if it's sports. And so that's how I keep organized. I like my events to be in different colors. And girls' night is always in pink on my calendar. So if you see pink all over the place, you know it's a girls' night. So you want to be consistent with your events. Like I told you, we've set up 3 events every month. We know at the beginning of the month, right before Shred, we're going to have a food prep. We try to have the second weekend of the month, like a movement. And then maybe that third or fourth weekend of the month is going to be our Infinite Life event. And then we try to sneak in another food prep. And so we're consistent, and we're constantly moving people through the funnel. So when you invite somebody on, usually our very first exposure is going to be our Zoom event that we do. We offer them 5 times a week. And so after that, it's moving to the next event. So after this week, the next one is Dr. Phillips. It's our Bootable party. It's our hiking party. We know all of our events to keep funneling people through. So you want to be a professional. You want your events to come across like you're a professional. You want to create them with a nice, eye-catching, appealing flyer. You want to have a nice, consistent theme. You want your guests to know what they're coming to. You want to have that event created on Facebook so that you can invite, you can be a promoter in there, you can send reminders. And you also want to be sending personal invites, reminding and follow up. So we all know the GoPro steps. If you don't, go back, reference your book on inviting, promoting, follow up. All of that is a huge, important task in having an event. And let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm at the end of my slides. That's it. Wow, I went through that fast. That's all I got for you.
And that was awesome. Yeah, her picture slides are really, really good. I saw it in Arizona. Does anybody have any questions or clarity for Kim in regards to her presentation tonight? Everyone's quiet.
I know my balls are intimidating.
Well, first off, I just want to say thank you so much for leading the way on the protein balls for, I think, Juice Plus North America.
Yeah.
Really caught on fire. We actually have, so if you guys have never done a protein ball party, we actually have, I think, Kim, you did a video and kind of trained on it, and it's actually on our Team B page under New Startup Rep. We have, I believe, I recorded my salad in a jar party. You recorded your protein in the ball party. So we have those 2 events, and we're going to add a third one, which is an example of our prospect call that we do every 5 times a week that Kim is talking about. So I guess I just want to clarify, so just so you guys know, so Kim's upline is Sarah Beardmore, who's one of my frontline NMDs, National Marketing Directors. And Sarah and her leaders have led the charge to having these 5, I'm going to say prospect calls. I think you guys call them kind of like a Juice Plus overview call. And they're consistent 20 to 30 minutes. And I really encourage you guys to tap into them. The schedule is on Team B under events. They are, so I'm going to do it based on Eastern time, but there is time changes obviously. But for us here in Ontario, it's every Monday at 1. It's Monday night at 9. We skip a day and we go to Wednesday. It's Wednesday at 1 and Wednesday night at 9. And then on Friday, it's also 1 o'clock. So there are 5 prospect calls. And when you ask Sarah what's blowing her business up, and Kim, you've already alluded to, like your team is moving, is it's those calls that you're feeding people into. So you meet somebody in the week, you've piqued their curiosity, and now you're inviting them. So Kim, I'm going to get you to train on how do you invite and get people on these calls?
Yeah. I see a couple questions and I'll address those after this. So our calls, like Nicole said, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we have our morning time and then our evening time on Monday and Wednesday, and they're set. We have, our team knows that they're happening. The number is the exact same, and it might vary if we have to switch who's doing it, but it's happening. And usually Monday is Alona, Monday night Sarah, Wednesday morning and evening is Sarah, or no, I'm sorry, Courtney, and then Sarah, and then Friday morning is me. So they know who they're going to get, and they know the different stories that are going to be shared. And so our team has gotten so good at inviting to these events. We actually just promoted a VF last night in less than 30 days. Jen Friesen, if you're on, congratulations on hitting that. And she has been utilizing these calls consistently. And we are teaching our team to say, instead of directing them to a video, instead of directing them to jump on a phone call right away, our very first is invite them to the opportunity call. Ask them, does morning or afternoon work better for you? There's this call that I really think that you'll get a lot of value out of. There'll be so much information that can help answer your questions. And then if you have more questions after that, there's videos I can send you. There's a website you can check out, or we can jump on the phone with Kim, Courtney, Alona, Sarah, whoever. And so that has cleared so many people's questions. And then the people that are really serious about moving forward with the business or the product, or they have really specific questions, we'll jump on a 3-way call with. But it is saving what video do I send? Oh my gosh, this person's asking me about this, or trying to juggle. We love 3-way calls, but if we can get the person the answers and the information and talk to 10 people at once, we would much rather do that than talking one person here, one person there. And so in 30 minutes or less, they are getting product information, business information, and they're getting stories. So usually they'll hear 2 stories. We hold up the products. We talk about the research. It's an awesome call. So we invite you guys to jump on and tune in.
That's awesome. So Kim, there's some questions there. Do you want to take a...
Yeah. Okay. So Karen is that Kaylee Sinclair? Can you please give more details on the meal prep? So meal prep, that is like a Buddha bowl party, which you can call it a protein bowl party. And so that's usually quinoa, brown rice. You can do roasted or grilled veggies. You can add hummus or guac. It's basically a salad in a jar, but with more cooked veggies, I guess. And so meal prep is those Buddha bowls. We do oats in a jar, our overnight oats, salad in a jar, soup in a jar, protein ball making parties, smoothie bag prep, lunchbox makeovers. So those would be considered our meal prep parties. Karen, can we see the slides? If I can figure out a way to show you, yes, absolutely. Jen Brennan, how do you guys do Taste of the Shred? So Taste of the Shred, it's usually a team effort or like a group sidelines. And so you want to have multiple reps there to share in the dishes. And so what we like to do is we usually always have like our cauliflower soup out with the recipe. We always have like a couple balls out with the recipe. We'll have like overnight oats in a jar out that everyone can sample. Sometimes we'll have salad in a jar out so they can see what it looks like. And then we try to have a couple other recipes out of the Shred cookbook or the Healthy Revolution cookbook that they can sample. And so it's nice when you have multiple distributors coming, because then everybody can bring at least two appetizers or dishes to share. And so then we invite people over to come. It's like a potluck, but it's healthy food. And so that's kind of our big thing is you don't have to feel guilty about going back for seconds. This is a healthy potluck. Everything that's being served here, you can eat on the Shred. Most people think like, oh, I'm shredding. All I can eat is like cucumbers and celery. No, they are shocked and surprised that we have like real food that tastes good, smells good. And we serve wine. Sometimes we'll have mocktails so that they can see what a mocktail is like, or we'll have kombucha out so that they can taste it. But it's a nice way to have people experience what they would experience on the Shred in a home setting. It's usually at somebody's house that we do that. Thank you. Love your consistency and loads of events. Do you have a schedule of all that on a calendar? We do. I don't have it published though. So like Nikki has her calendar, Rhonda has hers, and I have mine, and we've Zoomed together. And so we've talked about what we're doing and have it set. But we haven't like published a master calendar of the year, but that's a good idea. So thank you for that. We can add that so that people can see what's coming from month to month. Jen, hi. Great message, Kim. All right.
Good
Anything
stuff.
else?
Okay, guys, thanks so much. Thank you, Kim, for giving us 30 minutes of your busy, crazy life. We really appreciate you. Thank you for being an amazing leader and running some of these calls for the bigger, greater team. That's amazing leadership. And at this point, it's 9 o'clock. If you guys don't know what the prospect call looks like or the overview call, I would encourage you to jump on. It is a different number than this. So you'll need to go onto Team B and grab the different code and watch it. Sarah Beardmore is running it, and you'll get a taste of what to expect. So it will be much, much easier for you guys to invite once you know what you're inviting to. So again, thank you, Kim.
You're welcome. I'll type the number here for you guys so that you have it.
Kim, that was awesome. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. So this is the number for tonight's call that Sarah's starting right now. So jump off this line and jump on that 724 number.
Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.